Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new Tanki Classic video. Now today we're talking about what I think is actually one of the biggest problems that Tanki Classic is facing right now, and it actually doesn't pertain to the gameplay of the game, because the gameplay has its faults, definitely. Most of it, to be honest, is just the game being unfinished, and the process and the progression in the game being uncertain. Like, that's obviously something that we're concerned about, but obviously the game is still in early access, so we really don't know yet. But what I'm talking about today is how dead the game already seems to be. Now, this is a paid early access, and it's not a cheap paid early access. It's around $30 to like $150 depending on which bundles you're getting. So it's not cheap by any means. But as you can see here, there are only 9 people in games in Tanki Classic. Now it is 6 p.m., but at the end of the day, it's 6 p.m. in the United States, right? This is basically when everyone should be on. Kids should be on after school, people should be on after work, but you can see there's only like 8 people now in games. Where is everyone? This is going to be a big problem if early access lasts too long. We're also now currently over 2 weeks since early access released. So again, a lot of people probably not playing as much because they've really played what they could for this portion of early access. Because as you guys know, early access will be wiping every few weeks when they start adding new progression, or I don't know if it's every few weeks or every few months. It really depends on how fast the progression is, which I hope it ends up being fast, because I don't know what I'm going to do if this takes over 6 months to release, or at least multiple weeks to get one singular change. Because there's like 20 to 30 different things they need to add to the game or change to the game. And if we have to wait 2 to 4 weeks in between every single change, we're going to be done in a full release probably in over a year. Now, I am giving them some slack because of the New Year Christmas season. Every single year, Tanki takes typically around 2.5 weeks off for the New Year Christmas season. That's just what they've done for the past. Most games do this in general, so it's reasonable that we haven't had anything new in 2.5 weeks because Tanki is taking a break. But again, since Classic is in such an unfinished state, if we're not getting consistent updates fast, I'm very, very concerned. Also, like, what am I supposed to do? There's no one playing, and I can't go against newer players because everyone's progressed. So I'm just getting owned. I'm not able to kill a single person and get progression. This is kind of ridiculous. This is the problem with giving everyone M3s at this rank area. Just doesn't make any sense. It honestly makes it worse for new players because of how hard it is to progress until they get M3 themselves. So kind of annoying. Like, this guy probably won't even care about getting close to me because he knows he's going to be full health. Like, he doesn't care. I'm not going to do any damage to him with MO, so this is frustrating. I think the biggest Tanki Classic problem currently is that if early access lasts for too long, we're just going to be screwed. No one's going to care about early access anymore. There's not going to be anyone playing. There already isn't anyone playing. And since the price of early access is so darn high to just play an unfinished version of Tanki Online or old Tanki Online, I don't think we're really going to see any positive changes or anything interesting in general, to be honest. I just really wanted to talk about that because only seeing 5 people, 10 people online at a time, even during the peak hours, there's only probably 100 people on. And I get it, again, it is an expensive early access. Maybe Tanki could do some sales for the early access bundles just so that some people can actually enjoy it before the full release. Also, this is just painful. I can't do this. It's just ridiculous. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't join this battle. People have M3s. I can't join this battle, people have M3s. I just can't play. It's so unfortunate. Like, I have to wait 12 hours until 6 a.m. when most people are online. I'm not doing that, right? I want to play when I want to play, but I can't play when I want to play because there's no one playing. And that's the biggest problem right now, apart from progression, which I'm hoping is just an early access thing, letting people try out M3s early on, but I don't really know. We'll have to see what happens and how fast the updates start coming. Hopefully this week, since Tanki should be back in the actual building and working on Tanki Classic. So fingers crossed there. Fingers crossed we get an update every single week, not every 2 to 3 weeks. Because if every 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to be in early access for a year. If it's every week, there's like 20 to 30 things they need to change. We're looking good for release in Tanki's birthday in June. And I'd be okay with that at this point, considering how long we've had to wait just for early access. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your all's thoughts are on this. If you're going to spend money, again, don't forget to use creator tag Taspens, just settings, account, choose my creator tag there, helps me out a ton. And if you don't use a creator tag and you're spending money, you're just giving Tanki more money. So yeah, see you guys in a future video. Peace out, everybody.